Hello guys, what is up? Hope you're doing fantastic and you're staying healthy. So today I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I actually wanted to do this reading for a while, so why not today? Especially because coronavirus is like a never-ending story, and it has been for a while. So now we can actually take a look at what blessings this situation brought to you or are going to bring, because this is a timeless reading, and some of the blessings that we may refer might be confirmation, others might actually be blessings that are still going to happen throughout this coronavirus situation. But before we get started, I just wanted to set an intention of this reading, and I would ask you to do the same, because the more people do it, the best, to bring love, light, happiness, and most of all, health to everyone who needs it, and especially to you guys who are watching this video. Okay? And yeah, so let me just talk a little bit why I wanted to do this video specifically about blessings in such a bad situation. I do believe that every situation, any situation, how bad it is, no matter what, it always has a good point of view. And sometimes it's really hard for us to see when it hits us, right? So this reading is letting you know that there are blessings, okay? There are blessings for you in this whole situation. Usually, bad situations actually have a bigger and better impact in the future than just regular situations, okay? So that is my point of view, and I just wanted to bring a little bit of light into this situation because it is already bad enough, and then it's not the only thing happening, so it's a little chaotic. So let's think positive today, okay? I ask you that. So we have four piles, not four decks. We have four piles here. We have number 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have a little quote for each one that we are going to take a look. So pile number 1, the sneak peek, it's never let your head hang down. Number 2, it goes on. Pile number 3, we have the gem is polished. And number 4, change. So let's close our eyes, take a deep breath, and choose a pile. And I'll see you over there. Alrighty, pile number 1, let's get it started. So let's start with your quote. So, never let your head hang down. Never give up and sit down and grieve. Find another way and don't pray when it rains if you don't pray when the sun shines. Okay, from Leroy Satchel Page. Alright, just a little quote because I love quotes. It's just so inspiring, you know? But let's get it started. So we have trickery, we have workaholic, we have impatience, and destiny. Ooh. So I do feel like you've done a lot of inner work, shadow work especially, and you found this strength to just see where things just are not meant to go. With that trickery card, I feel like you see right through people, you know? And also, I do feel like if your work situation possibly wasn't the biggest affected during the coronavirus, because I do feel like a lot of work happened. Even for some of you, I'm getting that it could be like a new job. I do feel like you found like it just aligned, things aligned for you. And actually, for me, to be honest, this whole coronavirus situation is a way for the planet to align, you know, the whole world to align with their true life purpose and to, you know, their true life relationships to who they're meant to be with. And that is what I think it happened here. So either you got into a loving relationship, and or I feel like you also figure out the relationships who make sense. You know, those relationships who are really meant to be there and not just a passing thing. You really figure that out. If you were in an abusive relationship, a toxic relationship, I do feel like you saw right through it. You might have not seen that in the past. And it's just like clarity. Clarity comes up to you. And I do feel like throat chakra just opened up for you like crazy. You possibly spoke your truth and are speaking your truth um, throughout this whole situation. You don't hold back anymore. You just say what you need to say because you know that that will get you to your destiny. And if you don't like something, you're just gonna say it. You're not just going to sit and watch. That could be something that you've done in the past and not anymore. It's like you've gained your power, you've gained your voice. I'm getting that. You've gained your voice. All right, let's see. Ooh, hello. Okay, the sun. That is the happiest card in the tarot. Wow. You also have the Knight of Swords. So we have a Leo energy. We have air energy here too. The Wheel of Fortune. Page of Pentacles. Okay. So again, when it comes to money, I don't feel like you were that affected because maybe not a lot of work, but I do feel like you were learning a lot, especially with this Page of Swords. It's like I feel like you read books and books and books and books, and you wouldn't get tired of it. Because I do feel like you like to learn, and I do feel like it's okay. I just got an immediate rejection of that sentence. So maybe you don't totally love to learn, but you do. You like learning stuff that you are passionate about and that talk to you, that means something to you. So I do feel like you've learned a lot, um, and you were just like eager to start new things, to change things in your life with this Wheel of Fortune here. And I feel like things happen pretty damn quickly. Again, if this is a blessing that you don't really see happening right now, whether that or it already happened, it might happen within the next few months, I don't know, within the coronavirus situation. I also sense some freedom. So again, you could have left a toxic partnership, you could have left a toxic job and started a new business, especially with these pages here. You could have also went back to school, not traditional school, obviously, but like online lessons, online courses, just learning and learning and learning, possibly to that new beginning, to that new shift. And it's actually interesting that we have the Page of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Page of Pentacles. It's like you've studied and studied and studied, and you read and read and read, and now things change to the Page of Pentacles to actually start taking some action and putting some action into this new beginning, into this new career, just new stuff. And again, with this Sun card, it just feels like freedom. You see how happy she is and how joyful and just, yeah, I keep hearing freedom. Don't know why, but freedom. It's like you possibly wanted to do this for a while. Possibly you wanted to do this, I don't know, since your childhood or something, since you were a child, since you were at school, something that you were very passionate, but then you followed a different path. And now it was actually the time to change that and to actually follow what you truly wished, you know? Not just following something that was easy money or that your parents wanted you to do. It was time for you to do things for yourself. I really like that. Okay. Ooh, we have stop. Be careful, something is wrong here. Yeah, again, that trickery thing. What are your dreams telling you? Okay. You can do it. Keep an open mind. So again, it's all basically clarifying what I said. Something, and I do feel like it was a toxic relationship. It could have been that work situation that you weren't truly happy, and that all changed. Because we have stop and be careful, something is wrong here. So that situation definitely ended, and I do feel like you were for a couple seconds this Page of Swords, and it was all that was necessary, with those light bulbs there. It just, you let your imagination guide you a little bit with that keep an open mind, and that was actually a very good motivation for you to actually pursue and get out of that thing and to actually pursue something that you're passionate about. Okay. Yeah, books. Books, 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 books. A lot of studying. I also feel like you could be one of those people that has an obsession with books and has a full shelf of books you haven't read yet. And that was probably a good time to catch up with those books. But again, it's studying. And I don't feel like it was tiring, exhausting studying. It was something that you were really passionate about and you really wanted to learn. You were really eager to learn that. That is so good. Okay, I'm worth more. Man, yes. Ooh, yeah, free them. Free like a bird. And rewrite your story. You could have also started journaling. And that leads to healing. So that was really good. I feel like, again, you got clarity on the things that were good to you. And that is a huge blessing here. Huge blessing, because it finally allowed you to go towards your destiny, something that you weren't going towards in the past. Okay? I really love this. So let me clarify that trickery there to see if it is truly about relationships. Okay, the Hermit, 8 of Swords, 5 of Swords. Whew. Yeah. You were trapped in a situation that was not good at all. Not good at all. And I do feel like this coronavirus situation allowed you to reflect on it, to go a little bit into hermit mode. So you could be a Leo Virgo cusp actually, but to go into hermit mode and see the things that are not good for you and just leave them behind. I feel like you were like, no, okay, I need to stop this. I need to end this. I need to get out of here because this is not good for me and I'm not going to be surviving through coronavirus situation and quarantine if I have to deal with this situation. So I'm just gonna go out. I'm just gonna leave this situation behind. Let me see that destiny there. Ace of Swords, yes. King, oh my god, look at that. King of Cups, Knight of Swords. So it's like the moment you align with your higher self perfectly, love comes in. King of Cups, and love in all ways, in all shapes and forms. So this could be a relationship, could also be that new job, new chapter here. But you go towards it like in a crazy fast speed. You have the Knight of Swords twice. So I do feel like this was a very liberating experience. I'm also seeing that for some of you, it was actually mindsets. Not necessarily people, not necessarily a job. It was your own mindset that was entrapping you in a very toxic position, in a very toxic situation. And you got yourself out of it. That's so good, man. Okay, so to finish this off, I do want to see where you're going next. Okay, what to expect from this point on. So let's see, for pile number 1, what can they expect next? Oh my goodness. Come on, you guys. Ace of Pentacles. Like, if you're still in that prep kind of mode, be sure that things are about to change. And get really serious, because this Ace of Pentacles, it is coming, okay? So let me see about love, if there is anything for pile number 1. Is there anything pile number 1 could expect in regards to love? Is there anything pile number 1 could expect? Oh my goodness. Okay, anything else? So I do feel like this is a reunion, okay? We got true love and separation. So quarantine and all that stuff, you know, separation. Possibly this was someone that you did break up or not this person. I do feel like it is a, if this is a person, it is not that person. I do feel like it's someone that you probably didn't talk to for a very, very long time. And I mean, true love. So, yeah. And this also means separation from all toxic energies. Okay? So you give space to that true love. So part number one, this is actually a pretty damn good reading. I mean, it's blessing, so it's always going to be a pretty damn good reading. But I'm really happy because it's all about freedom, you know, and that Aquarius full moon and all that. It's just freedom, freedom, freedom all over the place, and I really enjoyed it. So I hope this was, I don't know, that it brought you some light, it brought you some clarity, it brought you some happiness. I don't know. So yeah, I hope it resonated and it helped somehow, and I'll see you in the next one. All right? Bye bye. Well, hello, pal number 2 again. But let's start with your quote. So we have "It goes on," and the quote is, "In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on," from this wonderful gentleman called Robert Frost. I love quotes, so I just decided to pull some quotes here to give, because they are so inspiring, you know. And this one is actually really interesting because it is about learning from bad situations, right? The life doesn't end in a bad situation. Well, it could end, but you know what I mean, right? It goes on. There's always something after it that is usually 10 times better. All right? So let's get into your reading, if the quote allows, obviously. Okay. So, hello, we have prayer. That's pretty nice, actually. Quest. Well, this is always going to be nice because it is bad things. We have rejection, self-worth. Oh, that's amazing. It's really amazing because I feel like you've fought some pretty deep fears, right? You possibly wanted to go towards someone, towards something here that you've been manifesting, that you've been wishing for, and it was all packed up and ready to go to your house, but you had to face some fears there. And I do feel like you faced them, right? It was this whole situation was a very good way for you to face your fears, your insecurities, your lack of self-confidence, your doubts about yourself, right? Because you possibly wouldn't feel very supported in your life before this whole situation. And I feel like it was time for you to go do a little bit of shadow work and figure out, okay, but why don't I feel supported? You could have people that didn't support you at all, but I feel like you figured out that it was actually you not supporting yourself in a way, right? It was you having a lot of doubt of your abilities, having commitment issues, abandonment issues, you know, all that stuff. I feel like you fought it out. And that's really, really nice. So let's see. The Hanged Man, all right. 7 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, Queen of Wands, yes baby, Ace of Swords, Page of Cups, oh my goodness, High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles, oh my. So yeah, and I do love seeing that Queen of Wands there because it's like your goal of you know, working on that self-worth and self-confidence, it was accomplished. And it's like 6 of Wands, which is success, next to the Queen of Wands. It's like you became so confident on yourself. And you, obviously, we all have insecurities about something. But I feel like the most toxic thing that you were creating for yourself, it is gone, right? That could be body image. That could be your doubt in your abilities. That could be your fear of not being loved, your fear of not loving, not being able to love. And I do feel like with that Hangman, you really took Hangman and High Priestess, you really took some time. You probably had this huge spiritual awakening and you just started to look through all these things, and I feel like you had options. You had paths that you wanted to go, but you were too damn scared to do it. And you were supported with that Three of Pentacles. There was a partnership, there was someone who was trying to help you, was trying to work as a team with you, and you probably weren't seeing that. And that actually, I do feel like it just blew out, and you find inner peace. This is so damn good. And I also feel like you find your truth. You find who you are. I just got that. Oh, that's so pretty. You find who you are. Because again, you align with your true self. You align with your potential. With this Hangman, you gain that clarity. You gain that alignment. And you start following your intuition like crazy here. So that's really, really awesome. I do feel like you started to be more open to the higher self and to the universe. I kind of feel like you might have been a little bit skeptical about this, even about like tarot readings and all that thing and all those things. But I do feel like you started to open up your mind a little bit because you started going through the spiritual awakening, and you've actually started to understand how this whole thing works and how it can work for you. And that actually allowed you to gain this whole confidence, to gain this whole success in yourself. I don't even think it's about a specific thing. I feel like that's what's come next, This Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings. It's what's coming to you. But in the past, like this blessing, the true blessing here, it is that self-worth. It is you finding yourself. All right, let's see what else. Do something that matters. Okay. Trust your spirits in the universe. Yeah. Work that ass off. Body image, it could be. And self-codependency. Yeah. You could have been a little bit codependent, and I feel like this whole coronavirus situation allowed you to be codependent towards yourself. Allowed you to see that you are truly the only person you need in reality. That you alone have it all. That's actually the title of a mid-monthly reading. And by the way, you could be... We have a lot of water energy here. Watery. Well, basically have them all, but I feel especially watery energy. So you could be a water sign and also a fire sign. And I kind of feel like this work that ass off, it's not only about body image and that whole thing. I feel like you allowed yourself to dream. And that's actually really nice, because I feel like in the past, it's that skeptical thing that I was getting. Is something is like this. So if it is like this, it should be like this. And now I feel like you started to dream and to believe that pigs could actually fly. Because why not? I mean, has anyone proved it? I'm just joking. But it's that sort of energy, that sort of mindset. Just until it is proven wrong, I do believe it could happen. And that's actually really, really good. And I feel like you really started to figure out what things are actually important to you and what things are actually worth fighting for and giving your love and care to. That's so nice. Okay. There's not much I want to clarify. I do want to... Well, let's see this Ace of Pentacles. Eight of Swords, Five of Swords, King of Cups. There could be if you were stuck in a situation romantically, there could be a new beginning here. Because you've done your work. And if this is not resonating for you right now, this could happen throughout the coronavirus situation, as I mentioned before. And I do feel like this new beginning will only happen until you take care of this, until you understand that you truly are the only person you need. Okay? Okay, so to finish this off, I do want to see what's coming next. Okay, from this point forward, what is happening? What can you expect? It's for part number 2. Oh boy, talking about wishes coming true. We have the star. Look at this. You have prayer and the star. That is like massive manifestation. And I do feel like in the past you were having all those wishes, but there was a lot of fear that was keeping you from actually going towards them. And now that you've done all that work, it is actually here. Now you can manifest all you want because it is here. Now you are ready to accept them and to trust, because I do feel like there was a little bit of lack of trust that they would actually come to you. You know, it was that thing of, yeah, I want this, but I just know that that will never happen. This could be about love, could be about career, could be about anything. But now that you trust it, and now that you found that, and now that you can finally dream and allow yourself to dream, this is actually coming to you. Your wishes are actually coming to you. Okay? So I do want to see about love for those of you interested. Alright, for pile number 2, what can they expect in regards to love? If there's any. Oh my goodness. Like, Jesus Christ. This could be the one. This is what you're manifesting. This is your wish, and it is coming true, baby. My goodness. Like, I had a really positive vibe about this reading, but I was not expecting that it would end like this. So, my God, pile number 2, if you don't have a positive mindset by now, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Please tell me, because this is freaking awesome, really. My God. So I hope this resonated and it helped somehow. And I'll see you in the next one. Alright? Bye-bye. Alrighty, part number 3. So let's get it started with the quote. The gem is polished. So, the gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. This is a beautiful Chinese proverb. So it actually makes a lot of sense. So every obstacle, every challenge comes as a lesson that you need to learn. Alright? So let's see what we have. Ooh, insecurities. Faith. Acceptance. Oh, see where this is going. We have isolation, guilt, and bittersweet. I do feel like it's about accepting yourself for who you are, even your imperfections. You know, you're perfectly imperfect, and that's a beautiful thing to acknowledge, because that's who we all are, right? We all have some things that we're not so proud of, and that's just okay. And I do feel like I feel like in the past you could have killed yourself for it, and now you're starting to get a different perspective on things with this bittersweet. This is about having a different perspective on things, okay? You could have left some things behind that you may actually regret, but that doesn't mean that they are not going to come back to you later, okay? And I do feel like whatever you did was actually really necessary, okay? I feel like you could be a Virgo, because I feel like you went a little bit into hermit mode. Possibly you didn't communicate to a lot of people. You could have gone through, you could have gone back to your hometown or something like that, and just, you know, just isolated from people. And to be honest, part of that was based on fear. That has the coronavirus situation developed, I do feel like you started to gain a different perspective in some way. You know, I don't know what happened, but I do feel like something changed. And you started gaining a different perspective on things. Maybe you haven't healed those insecurities yet, but you acknowledge them now. And you can actually take the steps towards doing that shadow work, figuring out why you have those insecurities. How can you fight them? How can you see them in a different perspective? How can you work with them? Okay, let's see. Ooh, 10 of Swords. Actually, I do love this 10 of Swords because it's so light. And so it's a happy 10 of Swords in a weird way. Because, I mean, 10s are about endings. And the 10 of Swords, usually it's a lot of pain. A lot of, could be betrayal, cheating. Just, massive pain, feeling defeated. And this actually just like, there's light ahead. There's light ahead. And I know it, and it's totally fine. So that's actually really, really good. We also have the Moon. Yeah. 5 of Cups, talking about regrets. 8 of Cups, talking about what? Oh my god. Okay. Talking about living something that, again, I do feel like you could have regretted it a little bit. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. The Devil. My goodness. Okay, so we'll talk about it. Well, let me pull all the cards and we'll talk about it. Ace of Cups. Okay. 3 of Cups. All right. King of Wands. Sorry, King of Pentacles. Yeah, we have both. So you could actually be a fire, earth cusp. So like Leo, Virgo, Aries, Taurus, or a Sagittarius, or you could be either one of those signs. We have strong Capricorn and Pisces here. And Virgo. But again, I don't feel like your insecurities are killed yet. I feel like it's a work in progress, especially having that Knight of Pentacles. You're not pushing yourself at all. And that is actually a pretty amazing and good thing for you to do. Because you're taking your one step at a time. Not rushing anything. Because there is a lot of toxic energy here that, to be honest, I feel like it's from yourself, but it's also from other people. I feel like it's a little bit of both. And that's why you really had to go deep. And you probably didn't want to get out of this water, I kind of see yourself staying in, like, doing a bath and staying there for hours and hours and hours and not wanting to get out of there, because that was where you felt comfortable, you felt good being lonely. Because that meant that you didn't have to deal with external things and toxic things around you. It was a place of peace. But I also feel like, well, 2 things. I do feel like the coronavirus situation hit you bad. And I'm not talking about financial problems, love problems, none of that. It's really mental health. That's what I'm getting. I do feel like it wasn't easy for you. And that's why you had to battle so much. And possibly you're still in that process. That's what I keep getting, is that you're still in the process. But that is actually a blessing, because it is healing. It's not pretty. It's not easy at all. And for you to have this mindset of, okay, Knight of Pentacles, we're taking your time. You're taking your sweet time. And that is actually a beautiful, beautiful thing. But also, you should know that you're already in this 10 of Swords position. This is endings. And it's even more beautiful that you have the Ace of Cups. New beginnings. So truly, something is truly coming to an end. And it's actually funny. Remember when I said that you probably left someone, that you regretted it, but that didn't mean that it was over. We do have the 3 of Cups, which sometimes could be seen as reconciliation. So if you regret leaving someone, you do have the Ace of Cups and 3 of Cups. Could also be dealing with a fire or earth sign. So that could actually be coming back again, but in a new light. I do feel like it's in a new light, because in the past, all this mushy and just bad energy was happening. You know, a lot of insecurities, and it's because it's not a good thing, because insecurities don't affect just you. Because your insecurities make you play out a situation in a certain way, and that certain ways, that certain action actually affects the person that you were dealing with, right? And I feel like the interactions that you might have had with this person in the past weren't the best, and now things are actually changing. It allowed you to reflect, possibly allowed your person to reflect too, and to do some inner work. And now things can actually go a very different way. And actually, you two could be the kings. This is a very powerful couple, two kings. This could actually be it could actually be a homosexual relationship, same-sex relationship. But what matters here is that you both are now in a position to act, and in a very solid, grounded way. Still with passion, but in this King of Pentacles with groundedness. So that's actually really good. But let's pull the rest of the cards. Healing, yes. Follow your heart. Gift yourself. We have, yes, this is real. And I think it's talking about this new beginning. Follow your intuition. And listen to your inner child. Yeah. A lot of shadow work. I made the link down in the description box below. A beautiful inner child meditation that helped me so much. That's why I keep recommending it to everyone. So if you're interested, definitely check it down below. But again, I do feel like there is you have the healing card. And again, I do feel like you're in the final step of healing. So that is a beautiful thing. And now you can finally start following your heart without doubting yourself. Following your heart without that mindset of, oh no, this is just gonna go bad. And nothing is gonna work out. You know, all that, I feel like it's gone. And now you can actually do things because you want to, and take action towards possibly this reconciliation. Take action towards things that you're passionate about without thinking that, no, this is just gonna be bad and I'm gonna end up hurt. I don't feel like you either don't have that mindset at all now, or you're not going to have that mindset as you heal. That is the greatest blessing that you're getting. It's healing from a very toxic mindset that you were getting towards yourself. Because, this coronavirus situation is all to make us think and to make us reevaluate relationships, to make us reevaluate ourselves. Are we fulfilling our life purpose? Am I being who I really want to be? And that is the greatest blessing that you could have, because by doing all this healing, you're actually aligning yourself with the path of your life purpose. You're actually aligning yourself with a very beautiful relationship. I was going to say the one, but I don't want to jinx it. So yeah. Okay, so to finish this off, I want to see what is happening next. From this point forward, what could you expect? Let's see. For pile number 3. Anything else? Ooh, okay. Yeah, I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So we have the 8 of Cups with the World. I told you that you were ending this whole situation, and you're finally being able to walk away from who you were in the past and start a new chapter with yourself. It's not even with this person, it's with yourself. But it's also with this person. So from this point forward, you could actually, I feel like if you ever find a challenge, you're just gonna be like, okay, it's a trial for me to get polished, for me to get perfected. You know, it's a trial, and that's fine. I am here to accept it. And I feel like that mindset is actually going to be very, very good for you. And also, if you want to go towards somewhere, I feel like you're just gonna be in that place of what's the worst thing that could happen? Me could get rejected. What's the best thing? I could get the love of my life. So I'm gonna do it. And I do see you following your heart, following your intuition, just being very aligned with yourself. So yes, all that pain, it is coming to an end. So now let me just pull some cards specifically about love. What can you expect from this point forward? Specifically about love. Let's see. Okay. Anything else? All right. Reconciliation. I told you. My goodness. And it's actually bottom of the deck. We do have heart-to-heart conversation. So if you actually feel the need to apologize or something like that, totally encourage you to do it once you actually get to this ending, okay? While you're still in the process, still focus on you, okay? Focus on you. But if you do feel like, and your intuition knows in which stage you are of this whole situation, but if you're still healing, keep healing. Once you're done with that, totally go towards that heart-to-heart conversation that could actually lead to that beautiful reconciliation. I'm so happy. And we also have trust and stay optimistic about your love life. So right now, I don't feel like you should worry about your love life. Keep healing, okay? And when that's done, oh man, you're gonna have a beautiful relationship here waiting for you. Okay, so link to the meditation about your inner child is there in the description box below, and I hope this resonated and helped somehow. I'm so happy about this reading. It's really so beautiful. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 4, so let's get it started. We're going to take a look first at your quote. So, if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change the way you think about it. This is a quote from the beautiful Mary Engelbreit. I just discovered her drawings today. Don't judge me, I'm not American, so if she's like super famous, I'm sorry. But I actually really like them, they're really cute. Okay, but let's see. Actually, I do love that quote because it's all about mindset. It's all about mindset. Ooh, all right, joy. So I do feel like this coronavirus situation wasn't that bad for you. We have abundance, despondence, my goodness, impartiality, perfection, enlightenment, instinct, oh my God. What happened? I feel like you're one of those people that, everyone complains about how the situation was bad, and obviously it is bad, but I feel like you're one of those lucky bastards. I'm actually one of those lucky bastards too. So, yeah. But, like, the coronavirus situation actually brought you a lot of good stuff. I mean, first of all, let's talk about this. Abundance. Oh my, oh my. And actually, you might not see that money yet, but I do feel like you took action towards that. And that was a game changer. Because again, you might not see that money yet, you might not see that, you might not be rich yet, but I do feel like that first step that you took during the coronavirus situation actually it's going to lead you to that abundance. And I also feel like this joy card, for me, it's very full energy, taking a leap of faith. So you have both taking a leap of faith and taking action from that despondence. So it's like, you were like, I'm not going to just sit here and do nothing. It's that thing. If you can't change the situation, okay, I'll use this situation in my advantage. And that was actually a very good mindset that you have and that you had. Because I really feel like it brought you a lot of good stuff. And it might not even be like physical stuff, you know, abundance, obviously, money and material things, but I feel like it was more than that, especially having this alignment instinct in creation. My goodness, if you're aligned with spirit, like you are a powerful manifester, and I feel like you discovered that. I'm getting that for some of you, even made like a vision board or you started scripting. I feel like you started manifesting more than usual. That could be that leap of faith in that taking action. So it could have been something as simple as that actually changed this whole situation. It changed it all. And that abundance, again, I don't feel like it's only about material things. I do feel like it's about abundance in your mental health. I feel like you're in a very good place. Abundance in your spiritual discovery. You know, abundance in your relationships, very good relationships. I also feel like the coronavirus didn't affect you as bad as it did probably to other people. Well, as it did to other people. Because from the beginning, I do feel like you had a very different point of view of this whole situation from what other people had, which is this impartiality. I feel like you really knew how to take it, and you probably don't even realize that, right? You probably don't even realize that, because it could have been something as simple as starting meditating, as starting scripting, as starting journaling, as doing that vision board. It could have been something as simple as that, but I do have to tell you, it was something that made this huge difference in your life, or that is going to make a huge difference from this point forward for the rest of your life. But I also feel like that mindset that you create about this whole situation, it is a mindset that you are used to have. You know, I don't feel like when a bad situation happens, you let yourself down. I feel like you always try to find a way to smooth things and to find the good, positive side of the situation, right? And how to take advantage of it. My goodness, I do love this so much. Wow. You could have also started like a side hustle and an online thing. Something new. That again, you could have started a YouTube channel, you know, and you're still in your way to get to 1,000 subscribers, something like that. Or you're still on your way to actually make real money and not just some, like $1 or something. But whatever you started, it is going in a very good way. I do feel like you're on the right path here. My God, I kind of envy you. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Come here, please. Okay. So we have the Three of Wands. Yeah. I think you're still waiting for that abundance. Queen of Swords. Clear mind. Very clear. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. My goodness. It's like this could actually be a situation like I don't know. You take however resonates, but it could be like you were a college student, you were studying university, right? And because of quarantine and all that, you might have actually had to go back to your parents' house. And you were like, in a way, pissed because you sort of lost your independence or something like that. And you were like, no, I'm not going to be pissed. I'm going to do something about it. How can I be independent? How can I be happy with myself and still have people around you to bug me, but be happy? You know, I feel like you just took action to find your happiness, whatever that was. And solo happiness, you know, it's like, it's that independence kind of thing. And I do feel like you had this very clear mindset straight from the beginning. Okay, Five of Pentacles. Ooh, that is interesting, okay. Seven of Pentacles, talking about starting something and not seeing it, and not seeing the abundance yet because you're still planting the seeds. The Tower. Wow, you could have gone through a spiritual awakening. Eight of Pentacles. Yes. The World. Five of Wands. Okay, we also have the Four of Wands and Justice. So you could be a Libra here or a Scorpio. You could be a Libra Scorpio because actually, okay. That example that I gave, it might not be that weird actually. You could have ended college this year, but I kind of feel like all that happened, it all came from you. From your determination. No, because I feel like what I mean is you went from the Five of Wands to the Four of Wands. It could be, yeah, you went down. Yeah, but I actually see it finding the balance within the conflict. And that I kind of feel like it was almost immediate. It was that impartiality mindset. It was that very clear and positive mindset that I feel like you had from a very, beginning stage of the situation. This could also be like other people try to pushed you, pressured you to find that independence or something like that, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, screw you, I'm out. And that could be that Five of Pentacles, but that actually increased, and that's why you might have had to take that leap of faith in a very forced way. But that created that Tower moment. I feel like it was really a screw you kind of moment. And that's why you had to plant the seeds and work your freaking ass off with this Eight of Pentacles. But now you actually found that balance of this Justice card. If you haven't found it already, it is. The balance, it is coming to you. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Something needs to end. Yeah, so definitely an ending happened. I mean, we do have the World card, right? But this could actually, well, you could have been fired. A lot of people lost their jobs. But again, I don't feel like you were that sad about it. You possibly was just a job. It wasn't your life purpose. It wasn't something that you truly loved. And I feel like that led you to start having you. Possibly that was when the mindset started. Because in the past you could have been very okay with your job and you were like, yeah, well, I make money, that's what I want. But now things changed because you got fired and you had to find what you wanted to do. Because with this whole situation, it's not that easy to find a job, right? And you had to find, what are you passionate about? What are your wishes? What do you want to do? What is your life purpose? And all that led to this spiritual awakening. All that led to that Tower. Well, the Tower moment is that being fired, the screw you kind of situation. But it actually led to that new beginning there. That it is leading to abundance, okay? We also have your wishes are coming true. Yeah. Go crazy. Screw you kind of energy. The right path is the one you choose to take. Hell yeah. Let go of control. Everything is unfolding how it's supposed to. That is about that perfection card. Because with the Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, it's not easy to deal with you when it comes to work. Because you want everything to be neat. You want everything to be in the right spot. And to be perfectly done. And maybe you need to chill a little bit. Okay, you could have had some trouble with coworkers or stuff like that. Be grateful. You have both. You are on the right path, and the right path is the one you choose to take. My goodness, expect the unexpected. That abundance, dude, that abundance is coming. really expect money here if you haven't already. But I do feel like the greatest blessing that this whole situation brought you was you aligning yourself with your higher self, with spirit, with your true life purpose. And that's what everything meant. Being fired, I don't know, going back to your parents' house, being pressured, I don't know, anything bad that this coronavirus reflected was actually a blessing because it allowed you to follow your true wish and to find happiness. Most of all, find happiness, find inner peace. I do love that because I feel like I kind of feel like you already have a little bit of joy and you're all excited and you just feel like dancing all the time because things are going so well. But dude, you don't even see it coming because it's even getting better. And that is such a beautiful thing here. And that's why I sometimes get pissed off when people who didn't even catch the coronavirus, who didn't even got fired, who they don't see the positive of a situation. Because if you caught the disease, if you had someone who died, if you lost a job, if something really bad happened, I totally understand your anger, I totally understand your sadness, but there are people, none of that happened, and they're in that sadness, and I'm like, dude, why? Why? Don't you see the bright side? And you saw the bright side. Well, if you didn't saw the bright side, if you didn't see, grammar, if you didn't see the bright side, I mean, hello. But let's see, from this point forward, I kind of want to take a look from this point forward, what could you expect? So for pile number 4, what could you expect? Ooh, King of Swords could definitely be an air sign. And it's actually, well, we'll talk about it. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay. Ooh, okay. So you could be dealing with a earth sign, especially Capricorn and Virgo. So we have the King of Swords, the Devil, and the Hermit. So I see 2 things here. One of those things is that we actually have the King of Swords, Queen of Swords. So you could actually, with all this, and this I kind of feel like it's all about career, to be quite honest, but we'll take a look at your love in a bit, love life in a bit, but all this that is happening, all that alignment is actually aligning you to the perfect match, okay? King of Swords, Queen of Swords, that is a freaking powerful couple. I do feel like it's also you balancing your both divine and masculine energies, divine masculine and feminine energies, I mean. But this King of Swords, I feel like it's also seeing when toxicity knocks your door, when the devil knocks your door, and you're like, nah, nobody's home today, sorry, try next time. And leave those people behind. Go into hermit mode. Don't give anything about them. That is what's happening from this point on, because you're so aligned with yourself. You're so secure of yourself that nothing can stop you, and now you see everything clearly. So let's just take a quick look into your love life. What could you expect from this point on? And by the way, 9 of Wands here. It's standing your ground. It's looking at that devil that's knocking on the door, being like, oh, you're cute, but no thank you. And that's actually pretty damn good energy to have. The way I'm getting it, it's a really good thing to have. Because it's a devil energy, You can recognize it, so you're not going to let something to waste. That's what I mean. You're not letting something to waste. You really know when it's a devil energy, when it's not. So, what can pile number 4 expect in their love life from this point forward? Apparently there's nothing. Alright. Really? Just one tiny card? Aha. We do have them. Okay. Ooh, okay. Stay optimistic about your love life and passion. And I feel like this passion is not actually about love. It's passion about your career situation that's happening right now. if you're passionate about it, I do feel like you're going to bring passionate people who are about their careers, and you actually have very good things to talk about, heart-to-heart conversations. Like the communication will just flow, and love could be coming your way. Maybe not as soon as you think, because I do feel like you still have to figure out this whole career situation. You still have to, well, get that abundance. But I do feel like it's coming to you, okay? And actually, behind that heart-to-heart conversations, we do have let go of control issues. So, and you got that here too. So, don't try to think too much about it. Okay, so pile number 4. This was so great. Straight from the beginning. I really loved it. So I hope it resonated and helped somehow, and it brought a little light, and I'll see you in the next one, okay?